Alec sat alone in a saloon, drinking as a broadcast recounted Mars's history, from Earth's control to its freedom 25 years ago, highlighting the brutal EDF rule, the rise of the Red faction led by Alec, and its defeat.
They called themselves Red Faction.
Another man joined Alec, and the broadcast described the fragile alliance with the Marauders that ended when they killed Alec's wife and daughter. The man angered Alec, and they fought, drawing other patrons into chaos. Armed officers, with his son Jake, arrived and arrested Alec for being drunk and disrupting the peace.
We're free men.
Alec Mason. You're under arrest for drunken, disorderly, and disturbing the peace.
Back at the base, Ben scolded Jake for acting without backup. He explained the saloon patrons would not press charges, so Alec was free. Jake freed his father and brought him home, finding him neglecting himself and still grieving. Jake tried to reason with him, saying it was not what his mother would have wanted, but Alec refused. Frustrated, Jake returned to base.
Terraformers make the air breathable. That'll make Mars closer to the sun.
Sobriety only happens if you let it, son.
Ben told Jake he would be deployed on a mission to investigate disturbances and respond to attacks on remote locations. They were to explore the wreckage of the old EDF warship Hydra, crashing near Bradbury inside Marauder territory. Command warned the Marauders likely knew the drop site. Jake's team, joined by Tess, was tasked with recovering any useful EDF technology.
I wouldn't know a useful piece of EDF tech from an electric razor.
That's why you'll be taking along an expert.
During the trip, Tess seemed tense. She tried to get Jake to talk, but he refused. Suddenly, their ship malfunctioned and began falling. Jake quickly repaired the cables and restored power just in time.
They were real, but I never...
After landing, the team cautiously entered the Hydra. Jake and Tess found a frozen body. Tess panicked, but Jake calmed her. The rest of the group discovered evidence that Marauders had already been there and died. Jake and Tess spotted armed, white-armored soldiers and hid, triggering memories of the attack on his mother and sister.
We have a job to do, and I need you.
Jake told Tess to wait while he pursued one soldier. He knocked her down and removed her helmet, discovering she was a woman. The sight brought memories of his sister, and he froze while she escaped.
Jake, are you all right?
Returning to base, Jake found the Marauder leader confronting their commander, accusing them of the recent killings and warning of consequences. Later, Jake reported to Ben that his sister Lyra was alive and working with the white-armored soldiers. Ben refused to believe it, insisting Lyra had died years earlier in the same attack that claimed Jake's mother.
We did not kill your Marauders.
Their wounds were inflicted by gunfire.
She's alive. My sister is alive.
Alec met with Jake and told him he had not actually seen his sister, that his mind had played a trick on him. He admitted he often saw his daughter reflected in the girls he encountered every day.
This girl you saw, it wasn't her.
He also told Jake the truth, that his sister was gone and he needed to accept it. Jake refused and decided to search for her. The next morning, Tess said she urgently needed to locate the white-armored soldiers, believing their technology could be extremely valuable.
That stuff is valuable tech. It's all worth a lot.
At first, Jake rejected her, but Tess insisted she knew their location and promised to reveal it if he took her along. Jake agreed. While flying, Tess panicked. Once she revealed the soldier's location, Jake released her mid-flight, making sure she had a parachute and that friends from a nearby settlement would help her. He apologized before continuing and eventually reached his destination, adjusting the fence system and entering the city.
Because flying through here is insanity.
Better tighten your straps then. Sorry, I can't take you with me.
Meanwhile, Ben visited Alec and told him Jake had left. He asked if Alec could contact him, warning it would be dangerous if the Marauders found him. Alec said there was no way to reach Jake. He asked if Ben truly believed what Jake claimed to see. Ben told him Jake had always believed the white-armored soldiers had taken his sister and killed his mother. Alec disagreed, insisting the Marauders had killed his family.
Jake was 10 years old. He'd just seen his mother killed. Just his brain playing tricks.
While Jake settled in a cave looking through old pictures of his sister, a man named Corvallis and his nephew attacked him. Jake defended himself, overpowered them, and spared their lives, explaining he came in peace and that his mother had been a marauder.
Mortal debt and immortal debt is what you know, homie! You cannot kill me!
The nephew, Leo, insisted they needed to kill Jake, claiming he was a colonist. Corvallis recognized Jake after hearing his mother's story and said he did not mind she had married outside their tribe. Jake joined them, and the three continued together.
You're Jake Mason.
That a good or a bad thing?
I, Corvallis.
Later, Jake told Corvallis he was headed to a place called Asimov in search of the white armored soldiers. Corvallis said they would help him reach it, and the three set out the next day.
We wouldn't be fulfilling our mortal debt if we left you out here to be killed, eh?
When they arrived at Asimov, a girl approached Leo to get his attention. Jake went into a bar, and when Corvallis noticed Leo had wandered off, he began searching for him. The girl told Leo to ignore his uncle, and they walked away together.
Your daddy?
No, he's not my father.
Meanwhile, Jake entered the bar and offered a bullet to the bartender in exchange for information about who ran the town. The bartender said he would reveal the name soon. While Jake waited, Tess arrived, pointing a gun at him, clearly angry for being abandoned.
Name of the man who gets things done in this town.
Jake grew angry at Tess for following him, but she explained she had discovered the Hydra, taken by the white armored soldiers, contained valuable EDF fusion technology powering their weapons and ships. She said this meant more was at stake than just finding his sister.
It's what they use to power their weapons, their ships.
Jake admitted he had been struggling with guilt for not protecting his sister and leaving her behind. He also believed his father had always been angry with him for it.
How could you leave your sister behind?
As they talked, the man Jake had been searching for arrived. Jake explained they were looking for the white armored soldiers. The man offered a tracker to locate them, but said it would cost $2,000. Jake said he did not have that much money. The man suggested leaving or offering Tess in exchange. Jake refused and tried to draw his weapon, but the man was surrounded by armed people and warned him to go back home. Jake and Tess left.
Think I'm just walking around with that kind of money?
Well, the man who wants that is. Oh, unless you've got something else you'd like to trade.
As they walked away, Tess told Jake she had hacked the man's tracker, giving them the location of the white armored soldiers.
You want to find the white soldiers? This is going to take us right to them.
Outside, they saw Corvallis fighting scavengers, who were trying to take Leo after the girl had poisoned him. Jake intervened, helping Corvallis and rescuing Leo. Leo thanked Jake for saving his life, even though he had treated him poorly. Jake thanked Corvallis for helping him reach Asimov, and they went their separate ways. Elsewhere, Alec called the Marauders' leader and told her his son had entered her territory. He pleaded with her to spare Jake's life, but she refused, saying it was his choice. Alec blamed her for his late wife's death, but she insisted the Marauders had not killed her. He demanded she return his son, but she refused and hung up.
If your men hadn't have killed her a few feet from
Marauders did not kill her.
Jake and Tess then discovered where the white armored soldiers were staying. They noticed many anomalies and realized it was an ideal hiding spot, as satellites could not detect their signals.
It's a perfect hiding space. Satellites would never find it.
Jake decided to enter the building and told Tess to wait outside. Inside, he moved cautiously through the hall and eventually saw his sister ahead. He followed her into her room, but she sensed someone behind her and tried to attack him. Another white armored soldier arrived, ready to shoot, but Lyra stopped them, insisting he might be her brother.
Adam, wait. I think he might be my brother.
Jake was captured and taken to a prison where he found Tess, terrified and captured by the white armored soldiers.
I'm never leaving Eos again.
Lyra saw medical results confirming Jake was her brother. Shocked, she asked the faction leader how this could be, explaining she had been told her family was dead. The man said he had genuinely believed them gone when he rescued her. Lyra apologized and left. Commander Hale asked if that was true.
I'm sorry, I doubted.
The leader explained their population was declining, so they recruited people from enemy territory. Lyra had been targeted because her father was their enemy.
Lyra was not the only one, although she was one of the ones specifically targeted.
Lyra visited Jake again. She asked why he had not come for her. Jake said their father had searched for her for years and never recovered. She said she had not been kidnapped but rescued. Jake explained the faction had killed their mother and that she had been left behind when too scared to escape. Lyra refused to believe him and walked away.
Dad looked for you. For years. I'm sorry.
You're lying.
Jake and Tess planned their escape. He suggested Tess distract the guard, and she eventually agreed. A female guard entered, attacking Jake, but Tess helped him, and they overpowered her.
It does not make me feel better on many levels.
Tess? Okay.
Lyra and Commander Hale learned Jake had escaped. Jake and Tess tried to take Lyra with them, but a white-armored soldier overpowered them. Leo and Corvallis arrived to help, defeating the soldier. Amid the chaos, Lyra escaped, and Tess was shot while protecting Jake. They carried Tess to their ship. As they prepared to leave, Lyra's group reported Jake had escaped. The leader warned he must not reach Eos and ordered pursuit. The white-armored faction launched their strongest ship and attacked Eos. Lyra struggled with her memories, seeing how her family had truly been attacked.
Activate the firework.
When Jake and the others arrived, the city had already been hit. He saw the faction leader arguing with the Marauder leaders. The Marauder leader denied attacking, and Jake revealed that EDF forces were still on Mars and responsible for the attacks.
I know matriarch. It was the EDF.
The colonist leader became angry and ordered Ben to imprison Jake. In prison, Jake found his father and told him everything, explaining that EDF forces were manipulating events to start a war with the Marauders. He also revealed his sister was alive.
I found her dead. I found Lyra.
Alec refused to believe him and asked why Lyra had not come. Jake explained she now had another family. While they argued, Corvallis and Leo broke Jake out. He rescued his father, who agreed to come along, and together they left. Jake explained their plan to rescue Lyra and destroy the remaining white-armored soldiers and their colony.
The shuttle's equipped with thermobaric missiles. We rescue Lyra from the dreadnought.
The white-armored faction sent a ship to attack the Marauders. Meanwhile, Jake and the others reached their base. Commander Hale informed the leader, who assumed Lyra had guided them there. Angered, he stormed into her room, accusing her of betrayal and starting a fight. During the struggle, Jake arrived, rescued Lyra, and killed their leader.
You betrayed us.
As they tried to leave, Lyra encountered Commander Hale. He asked her to stay, but she refused, saying everything the faction had told them was a lie. She urged him to come, but he declined. She left him behind and departed with Jake.
Come with me.
Lyra!
They regrouped with Leo and Corvallis, then reunited with Alec before boarding their ship. During the journey, it malfunctioned and crashed. Alec finally met his daughter again, and as he spoke with her, a massive explosion in the distance drew their attention.
Last time I saw you, you were...
They discovered the white-armored faction was targeting the Terraformer, the system that made Mars livable for colonists and Marauders. Tess contacted Jake, saying their forces had already gone to warn the Marauders. Jake explained the faction was attacking the Terraformer. Tess said they had no remaining support and suggested using their crashed ship as a bomb to destroy the enemy ship.
Look, this shuttle's damaged. I can't fire the missiles.
If you destabilize the engines and you crash the ship...
The ship was too damaged to operate alone, so Alec entered the cockpit and guided it toward the white-armored ship. Jake urged him to jump out, but Alec insisted someone had to stay. He chose to risk himself to protect everyone. Before impact, he told Jake he had always been a better man and had lived as their mother wanted. He expressed his love for Jake and Lyra, continued on course, and sacrificed himself, destroying the enemy ship.
You're a better man than I ever was.
You're as beautiful as your mother. Go home now, sweetheart.
Sometime later, the colonists and Marauders met and acknowledged what had happened. The Marauders expressed gratitude for the help they had received, especially recognizing Alec's sacrifice. Jake suggested both sides unite to form a new faction, using their differences to build something better.
Your father's sacrifice will not be forgotten.
The Marauder leader was hesitant, but when she learned Leo, her son, was part of the Alliance, she asked him to return home. Leo refused, saying he needed to join the new alliance, leaving the Marauders behind.
What my wandering taught me is that I need.
Afterward, Jake spent time with Tess. When she asked if she belonged in the new faction, he assured her she did, recognizing her value. Later, he brought Lyra to their old home. As she looked around the place, she began to reconnect with her past, realizing it was where she truly belonged.